Welcome to the Business English Podcast, the show that helps non-native English professionals master the language of the workplace. I'm your host, Rob, and today we have a crucial topic to discuss: how to deal with complaints in business English. Imagine this: you're in an important meeting or a casual office chat, and suddenly a complaint comes in. How do you respond? How do you ensure that your reply is both professional and effective? Stick around, because by the end of this episode, you'll have 6 powerful expressions up your sleeve to handle these situations with confidence and finesse. We'll start with some fundamental principles and techniques for handling complaints. Then we'll dive into the real meat of today's episode: 6 key phrases that you can use in formal and informal scenarios. And trust me, these aren't just any phrases. They are designed to make you sound professional, empathetic, and above all, solution-oriented. But that's not all. We'll also wrap up with some final tips to keep you at the top of your game. Whether you're dealing with a high-profile client or a colleague at the office, you'll be prepared for any complaint that comes your way. Ready to transform the way you handle complaints? Let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Business English Podcast, helping professionals communicate more effectively, more confidently, and with impact. With your host, Rob, from Energetic English. Let's get down to business. Today, we're tackling a topic that every professional needs to master: dealing with complaints. Let's dive into the first section, where we'll explore the principles and techniques behind handling complaints effectively. Imagine you're in a meeting and a client raises a serious issue. Your heart races and you're unsure of what to say. How do you keep your cool and handle the situation like a pro? That's what we're about to uncover. The first step is to acknowledge the complaint. It's essential to show that you understand the issue and take it seriously. This builds trust and shows respect. Think about it. Would you feel confident in someone who brushes off your concerns? Definitely not. Always start by acknowledging the issue. Principle 2. Stay calm and professional. This might seem obvious, but it's crucial. When emotions run high, it's easy to get defensive or flustered. But remember, your goal is to resolve the issue, not to escalate it. Keep your emotions in check and maintain a constructive tone. This approach not only helps in resolving the issue, but also portrays you as a composed and reliable professional. Principle 3. Offer solutions. A complaint without a resolution plan is just a complaint. Show that you're committed to resolving the issue by providing clear, actionable solutions. This not only addresses the immediate concern, but also demonstrates your problem-solving skills and dedication to improvement. So, to recap, acknowledge the complaint, stay calm and professional, and offer solutions. These principles will set you up for success in handling complaints effectively. But how do you put these principles into practice with the right words? In the next section, we'll get into the nitty-gritty with 6 key expressions that you can use in various professional scenarios. Whether you're in a high-stakes meeting or a casual office chat, you'll want to stick around for these. Now, we're diving into the heart of today's episode: the key phrases you need to handle complaints like a pro. We'll explore 6 essential expressions, 3 for formal scenarios and 3 for informal ones. Each phrase will help you navigate tricky situations with confidence and professionalism. Ready to internalize these phrases? Let's get started. Formal scenarios. Phrase 1. In a meeting. I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience this has caused. Let's discuss how we can resolve this matter. Let's repeat that together. I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience this has caused. Let's discuss how we can resolve this matter. Imagine you're in a meeting with a client who's upset about a delay in your project. Tensions are high and you need to calm the situation down. This phrase does 2 things. It acknowledges the inconvenience, showing empathy, and it shifts the focus to finding a solution. It's respectful and action-oriented, perfect for formal meetings where professionalism is, of course, key. Phrase 2. During a presentation. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. We will look into this immediately and ensure it doesn't happen again. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. We will look into this immediately and ensure it doesn't happen again. Picture this. You're presenting a quarterly report and a client points out a discrepancy in the data. Your audience is watching closely. This phrase shows that you appreciate their vigilance and are committed to addressing the issue swiftly. It reassures everyone that you're on top of the situation and dedicated to maintaining high standards. Phrase 3. High-profile client interaction. Please accept our deepest apologies for this oversight. We will take immediate steps to rectify the situation. Repeat it with me. Please accept our deepest apologies for this oversight. We will take immediate steps to rectify the situation. Think about a high-profile client calling out a major error in your service. The stakes are high and you need to act fast. This phrase conveys a high level of respect and urgency, which is crucial for maintaining a strong relationship with important clients. It shows that you understand the gravity of the situation and are committed to making things right. Informal scenarios. Phrase 1. At the office. I'm really sorry about that. Let me see what I can do to fix it. Repeat after me. I'm really sorry about that. Let me see what I can do to fix it. Imagine a colleague is upset because you missed a deadline. You're in a casual setting, maybe at your desk or in the break room. This phrase is perfect. It's casual yet empathetic, showing that you care about their concerns and are ready to take action. It keeps the atmosphere friendly while still addressing the issue. Phrase 2. During a networking event. Oh, I didn't realize that was an issue. Let's sort it out right away. Say it with me. Oh, I didn't realize that was an issue. Let's sort it out right away. You're at a networking event and someone mentions a problem with your product or service. This phrase is informal and shows your willingness to resolve the issue promptly. It makes you approachable and demonstrates your proactive attitude, which is essential in networking situations where building relationships is obviously key. Phrase 3. In a casual conversation. Sorry about that. I'll handle it as soon as I can. Repeat after me. Sorry about that. I'll handle it as soon as I can. Picture this. You're chatting with a team member over coffee and they bring up a minor issue. This quick, informal phrase acknowledges the problem and commits you to a solution without making it a big deal. It's perfect for those everyday conversations where a light touch is needed. So there you have it, 6 key phrases to handle complaints in both formal and informal settings. Practice these expressions to build your confidence and professionalism. But we're not done yet. Stay tuned for some final tips to help you master these interactions even further. Let's keep going. So we're now at the final part of our episode on handling complaints in business English. We've covered the principles and the key phrases, but before we wrap up, I have a few more tips, 5 in fact, to ensure that you handle complaints like a true professional. Ready to get started? Let's dive in. Tip number 1, active listening. Now this one is a classic. One of the most powerful tools in your arsenal is active listening. When someone is lodging a complaint, listen fully before responding. This means no interrupting, no defensiveness, just listening. By doing this, you show that you genuinely care about their issue and are more committed to understanding it. It can also help you catch important details that you might miss if you're already planning your response. Tip 2. Follow up. After you've addressed the complaint and offered a solution, don't just leave it there. Follow up with the person to ensure that the issue has been resolved to their satisfaction. This shows that you're thorough and genuinely care about their experience. It's a simple step, but it can make a big difference in maintaining positive relationships. Tip number 3, stay positive. Maintaining a positive attitude throughout the interaction can significantly impact the outcome. Magic, really. Even if the complaint is serious, keeping your tone positive and optimistic can help diffuse tension and create a more collaborative atmosphere. Remember, a positive approach can turn a potentially negative situation into an opportunity for improvement and stronger relationships. Tip 4, keep records. It's always a good idea to keep records of complaints and how they were resolved. This not only helps in tracking recurring issues, but also provides you with a reference if similar situations arise in the future. It's a professional way to ensure consistency and accountability. Tip number 5, learn and improve. Every complaint is an opportunity to learn and improve. Reflect on each situation and consider what you could have done better. This continuous improvement mindset will not only help you grow as a professional, but also improve the overall performance of your team or business. So there you have it. Active listening, follow up, staying positive, keeping records, and always learning and improving. These final tips will complement the phrases we discussed and ensure you're fully equipped to handle any complaint with confidence and professionalism. And that's a wrap for today's episode on how to deal with complaints in business English. I hope you found these tips and phrases helpful and that you're feeling more confident about handling complaints professionally. Before we go, here's a quick recap. We started with the core principles: acknowledging the complaint, staying calm and professional, and offering solutions. Then we dove into 6 key phrases for both formal and informal scenarios, giving you the tools to handle any complaint with grace and confidence. Finally, we covered some essential tips like active listening, following up, staying positive, keeping records, and learning from each experience. But don't just take my word for it. Put these strategies into practice and see the difference they make. Next time you face a complaint, you'll be ready to handle it just like a pro. If you've enjoyed the episode today, make sure you do subscribe to the Business English podcast so you never miss an update. And we'd love to hear from you. Leave a review or drop us a message with your thoughts and any topics you'd like us to cover in future episodes. Stay tuned because in our next episode, we'll be tackling another crucial aspect of business communication that you won't want to miss. Thanks for listening to the Business English podcast. Until next time, keep improving, stay professional, and of course, keep it strictly business.
You have been listening to the Business English podcast. Remember to subscribe, leave a review, and we'll see you next time.